Listen to the standard upbeat pop track. Beat drops, audio distorts. Now listen to what happens when we feed that same track through an AI voice model, drop the pitch, and drench it in reverb. We are going to take a familiar song, completely deconstruct it, and rebuild it into a viral, highly customized AI cover. This desktop arrangement shows the only 3 tools you need to follow along: a high-quality audio file of your chosen song, a downloaded AI voice model file, which ends in .pth, and a basic video editor to assemble it all. Thousands of creators simply swap a voice and upload the result. By applying a deliberate tempo and atmospheric twist to the backing track, you give the AI voice a completely new environment to live in. This extra customization makes the final video stand out in a crowded algorithm. Step 1 is separating the original singer from the instruments. To do this, we use an AI stem splitter. This interface mockup shows the process. You upload your original MP3, and the software processes the frequencies to split the file into 2 clean, downloadable tracks: an isolated instrumental and an isolated vocal. Once downloaded, play back the first 10 seconds of your isolated vocal file. Make sure there is no heavy drum bleed or guitar noise masking the words, as that background noise will confuse the AI model later. Now that we have our clean tracks, we apply the twist. Open your instrumental file, reduce playback speed by 10%, and apply a heavy reverb effect. Look at the timing misalignment in this diagram. If you reduce the speed of your instrumental track by 10%, you must eventually apply that exact same percentage shift to your final vocal track. If you skip this math, your new singer will drift completely off beat within the first 20 seconds. Stripping away the original vocals and stretching the tempo turns a rigid, finalized pop song into a flexible sonic canvas. It is now perfectly prepared for a new vocal identity. To swap the voice, we use Retrieval-Based Voice Conversion, or RVC. This interface mockup shows exactly where you will drop in that isolated vocal track we extracted earlier, and the menu where you select your downloaded AI voice model. Import your clean vocal track and select the character or singer model you want to apply to it. Before you hit convert, you have to address the most common failure point in AI audio: register mismatch. If you feed a high soprano vocal into a deep baritone AI model, the software will strain to match the pitch, resulting in heavy robotic artifacts and glitching audio. This diagram demonstrates how we fix that. You must use the software's transpose slider to manually shift the pitch of the input audio up or down so it closely matches the natural speaking range of your AI model. Here is the standard rule of thumb. If you are converting a high female vocal track into a deep male AI voice, drop the transpose slider down exactly 12 semitones. With the pitch corrected, click Convert. The software will process the audio and provide a new vocal track. Listen to the isolated original vocals side by side with your new export. The melody and rhythm are identical, but the vocal texture and pronunciation belong entirely to the AI model. By mathematically adjusting the pitch before processing, you remove the strain from the AI model. This guarantees a clean, professional-sounding clone without the robotic glitches that ruin most covers. With all our audio generated, Step 3 is opening CapCut to assemble the final video. Looking at this timeline mockup, you can see the assembly. Drop in your slowed, reverberated instrumental, then place your newly generated AI vocal track directly below it. Make sure both files snap flush to the very beginning of the timeline so they remain perfectly in sync. Then, drop your background image onto the top visual track. Click and drag the right edge of your image clip until it stretches to match the exact duration of your audio files. To keep the viewer's eyes engaged during a static song, apply a looping video effect over your image. A subtle, retro VHS overlay or a film grain filter adds continuous motion to the screen. Syncing your modified audio layers and adding that final pass of visual texture transforms your raw files into a polished piece of media ready to be published. Export your finished MP4 and head over to your YouTube Studio dashboard to begin the upload process. YouTube has a strict, mandatory policy regarding synthetic media. You are required to actively disclose when your video contains realistic, AI-generated audio or video. When filling out your video details, scroll down to this specific panel. You must click the box labeled Altered or Synthetic Content to apply the proper disclosure tag to your video. Keep in mind that checking this box complies with platform rules, but it does not bypass copyright law. Because you are using the underlying composition of an existing song, the original rights holder will likely place a Content ID claim on your video. This is normal, expected, and generally harmless to your channel status. Proactively following the disclosure guidelines prevents the platform from taking punitive action against your account. It protects your channel from being suspended and builds trust with your audience. Here is our final video playing on the platform. Notice the transparent altered content label sitting cleanly right below the video title. You have successfully extracted stems, applied tempo modifications, mathematically transposed a vocal clone, and properly navigated platform compliance. Now that you know the mechanics, the next step is building your own dataset. Record 15 minutes of your own clean vocals, train a custom model, and see what happens